in St. Pete? Your answer is here. Introducing St. Pete Source, your direct connection to 5,000 plus local households in St. Petersburg. Whether you run a cafe, boutique, or service business, we make sure your message lands right where it matters most, in the hands of your community. Imagine your business highlighted in a directory that's delivered directly to engaged residents actively seeking local options. More visibility, more local customers, and real growth for your St. Pete business. Ready to make a direct impact? Visit stpetesource.com or call us today to find out how St. Pete Source can deliver your message to over 5,000 local addresses. St. Pete Source, your community connected.
What happened to your headphones?
I don't need them anymore.
Oh, that was hilarious. All right, man. So, hold on, man. Before I get started, I'm sorry. I got to do my promo ad. I gotta put my promo in there. And I gotta go get my grandson at 3:30. Shouldn't take us that long. Do you see my fan? Or is it not in the screen?
Your what? I see your face.
You don't see my fan? Hold on. I'm gonna mess you up with this one.
Oh yeah, I ain't seen your.
Oh, I ain't even on the right camera.
Oh, I see it in the corner, barely. Yeah.
I ain't even on the right camera, bro. Hold on. Oh, that.
Oh. Yeah. They got bigger ones. They got bigger ones, or that's the only size they got.
Man, that's the size we're going in for $100 a pop.
I know, but for the podcast.
I don't know. I can check and see.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's not bad. It's good.
That's the LED fan.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, bro. Let's get this started. We're here today to talk about St. Pete Source. I don't feel like my camera is in my face like it needs to be, bro. Like, it's be my problem, my content. Like, does this need to go on the computer? Do I need to be like this close, literally? This is weird. All right, fuck this now. Let's go. That's not have to be it. All right, so we're here today to talk about St. Pete Source, and we're going to talk about the direct door mailers. We're going to talk about our direct door mailers today. So with St. Pete Source, our direct door mailers, we are offering businesses what we call a co-op marketing strategy. And with this co-op marketing strategy, we utilize this to cut your costs in advertising as far as the every door direct mailers. What is a co-op marketing strategy? On our mailer, we feature several businesses so that the cost for the mailer is shared. If you're sending out one mailer alone, just for your business, you may be spending around $1,500 to possibly $2,000 just in postage. With what we're doing in St. Pete Source, we're making it affordable for businesses, and we're giving you, and we can afford you around 5,000 residents for about 8 cents per residence.
Households, yep. 5,000 households for right now. We're doing a special, $3.99. Our normal price for that is $7.89. So we're doing basically half price right now for the next week or so. Just with this launch that we're doing.
And with this launch, we are really targeting in on service providers. We got a lot of exciting maps. We have a lot of interest in these maps, and we are looking to ramp up and push these maps out at a rapid pace. Um, for those businesses that may be looking for our services, the first thing I will ask you is what would be more so your target customer. So, for example, I had a consultation with a guy with the cleaning service. I should have had his advertisement. I'm sorry, Victor. I apologize. But I had a meeting with a guy with a cleaning service, and his main demographic is he wanted to target the high-rise buildings in downtown St. Pete. He felt that those people, it was beneficial to him as a business if he can send his team in to clean not one or two, but maybe 10 to 15 different residents per day. So that was a focal point for him. I had another conversation with a tree service, and they're a service provider. So they were more interested in maps that were our Lakewood Estates maps, our Gulfport maps, and St. Pete Beach maps because they were looking for people that are homeowners that may need tree services. So, as a business owner, it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what your target is. And I guarantee you, we have a map to fit exactly what you want. I can even add, far as St. Pete Source, because we target other businesses. Our first three maps, I think, we directly targeted businesses that are in the high rises in downtown St. Pete. We also talk about the residents, but no one speaks on the businesses. I know it's one on Second Avenue. I think it's the Park Building, the Truist Building, Cohatch. You have several other different type of high-rise businesses that on each floors of these high rises, it is nothing but other featured businesses. So I noticed that about St. Pete. So that was a target for me because I actually went and got a massage. And when I went into this building, it was 16 floors. And when I came out on the floor, it was nothing but businesses, various businesses on each floor. So anything you want to add, Tim?
No, like you said, is every flyer that goes out targets 5,000 households. So you remember, every household could have 3, 4, 5 different residents in a single household. The great thing about direct mail is that you're not going to have paying for ads that never reach a customer, or somebody's considering it spam and just clicking it down. Most people check out their mail on the way back from the mailbox, and I guarantee you our piece of mail is going to be the biggest, brightest, most well laid out, and visually appealing piece of mail in there. So their obviously eye is going to be drawn to it. Every single one of our customers gets a QR code. So all a customer would have to do if they're interested in your business is just scan it with their phone, and they would be taken directly to the link that you provide. So you can focus your customers on what you really want them to see. Also, all those links are tracked, so we'll know, when a mailer goes out, you'll get to see in real time people that are checking out your ads.
Most important thing I think you said there is in your mailbox. These flyers are hand delivered by the U.S. Postal Service, so we're not just putting you on a mailer and having some guys walk around and hand them out or put them in different places. That's a different campaign. For this particular campaign, the door mailers, these are delivered by the U.S. Post Office. This is how you can get into the high-rise buildings. I can't go into the high-rise, and even if I'm a marketer, it's illegal for any marketer to even put anything on a mailbox. Also, with the mailers, you bypass the no soliciting because it's in the mailbox. So they got to look at it. If they don't want to look at it, so be it. But you don't have to worry about the beware of dog and the no soliciting. Also, I've learned and I've heard testimonials from people that businesses are enjoying this because as a consumer, I may not personally be looking for a attorney at the time, but because I saved this mailer and I seen a credit repair company on there and I was doing business with this credit repair company and a life event came up and I may need an attorney, this attorney is right here in front of me because it's on this mailer. I also had a testimonial from a realtor who she said that she uses it to sweep up her trash. And I was thinking about it like, okay, you're using it to sweep up your trash. But as she was saying that she used it to sweep up her trash, she was coming back to buy more slots onto the next mailers. And the reason she said she was doing that because she said, although I pick up my trash, it's in my house, it's in a set place, and I'm looking at it every day. So that was her vision point. You can't really tell people how to feel about it, but that's a different perspective that people keep these around. So when they keep it around, your brand is visible to them on a daily basis. That's priceless.
Yeah, that's the good thing about our tie-in with St. Pete Source, us being associated with a directory site. That these are your neighbors. These are your neighbors' businesses. The site is great that offers so many community amenities like classified ads. So people are already going there. So when you buy a slot on the mailer, you're also automatically tied into the community through St. Pete Source, and you're getting access to customers also from the digital realm. So it's like a double hitter. You're getting the digital, you're getting the mail. It's giving people an extra step where they can find out more about your business. If you don't have a website, you can't afford a website, you may be a brand new business. This is giving you an opportunity to get in without expense of setting up a website or anything. We're giving you a QR code so you can draw the people's eye directly to a special or an offer that you're trying to promote at the time, coupons, and then, like I said, they're tracked, and you know where people are coming from and how long people were looking at your ad. Um, and it's community. The thing with the mailer and with St. Pete Source, all of your customers are in a local area where you are. So, we're building community and also promoting your business at the same time. And like Tony can attest to, he was telling me a story the other day about how, a customer is right there behind the business that he found on St. Pete's on the St. Pete Source mailer, and they never even knew the business was there, even though it's right in their backyard. I mean, steps away.
Within walking distance.
Yep, right within walking distance, and they didn't even know. But St. Pete Source Direct Mail gave them that opportunity to find the business that they wouldn't have found in the first place.
And I use this strategy for my wife's shoe store, and it actually increased their foot traffic by 20%. And that's just because we mail those to the people that live right around us in the area. So when it was time for back to school, the little girls were seeing the flyer and they were telling their moms they wanted to come here, or they were ordering online. A lot of people actually didn't come. It just was an increase in sales all around because it was an increase in online local orders. And that's something that we noticed. And I actually think I can pull up the stats and show that.
That's another good thing about being in so many areas. You can really target, like you can know if customers are coming down a corridor because they're going like to downtown for work and they're passing through your area. You could target like, oh, these people are going to be they might not be in where my business is, but I know they're passing by every day. So I want to target, just south of me because a lot of traffic's coming north past my neighborhood, and we give you that opportunity without spending the money of trying to blanket an entire area with 30, 40, 50,000 households. You can zero in on a tighter area of less households. Also, if you're trying to target for income area, like you want to target a higher income, maybe your product is a more expensive product that the average customer might not be looking for, but we give you the opportunity to target directly. Let's say if you want to target people on the beach, we have an area that's just people on the beach, 5,000 customers right there that are in a higher income area that are more suited to your product.
Yeah, that's actually amazing that you said that. We did business with a epoxy company, Pearl Epoxy, and that was kind of their mainstay was that they wanted to target homeowners. And with that, I want to kind of talk about the businesses that would be looking to use our sources. If you're a plumber, HVAC, electrician, roofer, mold remediation, flood damage repair, contractor, anything that has to do with home repairs, this is perfect for your business. Why is it perfect for your business? Our first HVAC company, he came back on with us for our next two flyers. And prime example, it cost him $399. He got one call. The job was $1,500. He came back and say, "Hey, I like what this is doing. I have three more calls that I have to go and give quotes to. I want to go back in because I made my money in my first service call." So most of these providers, you'll make your return on your investment in one service call. In one service call.
Yeah, and that's another good thing about the direct mailer. There are different size ads that you can post. So maybe you just want to get your name out there, but you only want to share a few. You just want to share your QR code or a few little details. I mean, we can get you in at a really affordable rate, close to
And
100.
why did we did this because let's talk about why we did this, bro. Because
Well, we're both business owners and we're both doing our own advertising. So
make it affordable.
And
we're affordable for everyone.
And our businesses are right there next to your businesses on these flyers. So it's not something that we're trying to sell you. This is something that we're doing for ourselves, and we're just including our neighbors in on the same.
Absolutely. And we have sizes that go from range from a double size. If you want a large imprint, we can sell full page, half page imprint. We have our single sizes. And for those business that don't have the large marketing budgets, you can do a quarter. What is it, a half or a quarter?
Yep, half. So the standard size is there's about 4 across the top. So a double would be half of, so a quarter of the entire page. And like you said, we can also do halves or a full page. Um, the half and quarter size are good enough just to get your name and your logo out there, and maybe a mention of a special that you're running and a link to your QR code. Just for an amazing price. I mean, you're not going to get in front of 5,000 people for just over $100.
No way, it's not gonna happen. That's amazing. I think that's really to make. We did this to really make it community based. We want to give everybody an opportunity. When I went and talked to a hamburger chain, and the reason I went and spoke to them is because I seen that they were doing the door mailers, and it didn't work out. And I basically, I did what Tim always tell me to do. Hey, hey man, I'm just gonna go to your competitor. I'm sorry, but it didn't work out because it was a corporate situation. But my explanation to them was, hey, you sent this to my house. I don't particularly want a hamburger when you sent it to me, so my wife threw it in the trash, and I grabbed it out the trash. But when I looked at it, because I feel that if your business is on here and your coupons are on here with other businesses, you have a better incentive of getting more people to look at it and keep it. So it didn't work out. It made sense to me, but I know that the people that are giving me interest in this are really, really, really targeted, and they're really, really invested into branching out their business. What I've noticed is when you are doing marketing, even on Google My Business, even on Facebook, you will pay for a Facebook ad to get boosted, and 70% of the traffic that you get back or the inbox is just bots. It's not even real people. Or a lot of people just take to the point, and I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page. And yeah, that's a great idea. But although you have 5,000 Facebook friends, you only get traffic from about 40 of those. If you think about it, you only see posts and engagement from about 40, maybe 40, 50 friends, if that many. So you're not engaging with all 5 or 10,000 of your friends, and you're paying for that, and it's not coming in. So with that, as a business owner, with this door mailer, I'm not telling people not to do social media marketing. We're actually adding to our social media marketing because as a brand, you want to get in front of people's face at least 3 times. And that will be you want them to see it on TV, word of mouth, and put it in their hand. Any business owner agree with me with that? I mean, we can debate it, but I don't think it would be necessary. Anything else you wanted to add to?
No, that's a good point, Tony. I mean, some people don't get on digital media, especially boomers, older people that just aren't in. There's so many different types of social media. They might be on Facebook, but not on Instagram. But everybody's got a mailbox. you know. So that's really where we drove this from. It's great for starting out businesses, great entry point. Maybe you have a startup or a small business that you really just a few customers make that difference for you and really put you over the top is perfect. But large established businesses, it gives a business like that a chance to get into a lot of different areas and saturate the market and you know dominate where their competitors aren't. And that's another thing. We only accept on each flyer one type of business from each business type. So you're not going to be competing with like if you're a roofer, electrician, or you have a store like Tony's wife, there's not going to be another shoe store on that flyer to compete with them directly. So
All righty. I think that's about it, man. I think we can wrap this up. And it was great sitting over here talking about St. Pete Source. And we will be back and we will talk more about our digital directory with you guys. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all be easy.